When it comes to getting an ex back, you are your own worst enemy. 3 of my clients made the exact same mistake within a 30-day period. So I knew it was time to make a video on this to make sure that you guys don't make the same mistake and mess up the chances of getting your ex back. What is that mistake? And no, it's not breaking no contact. We already know that's a mistake. It's something else. So stay tuned and you'll find out. Hi, this is Lucia with The Art of Love. I'm a dating and relationship expert specializing in helping you get your ex back or to get over your ex. And welcome back, my beautiful no contact army. Have you downloaded my app Silencio to help you stay in no contact? If you haven't, the link is underneath every single video and podcast. And if you too would like to join our no contact army, all you have to do is hit the subscribe button and the bell notification and you're in. And to read our manual, go to nocontactsecrets.com where you can read 2 free chapters before you purchase the book. All right, let's get right into it. So one of the clients who messed up is someone that I already did a whole video on titled, Warning, This Will Cause You to Break No Contact. His ex's daughter contacted him and he felt sure that his ex wanted to get back together, but wasn't saying it because of her fear of rejection. And so he reached out, and in his case, he wrote a letter declaring his feelings. Well, it's been over 5 weeks, and has he heard back from her? No, he has not. So what mistake did he make besides obviously writing the letter and declaring his feelings? Well, let me give you one more example, and then I'll tell you what it is. So one of my other clients hired me because his wife wanted a divorce and he wanted me to stop the divorce. And he had been listening to other coaches telling him to respond every time she reached out, and he wasn't getting anywhere. And then he heard my videos and he thought, uh-oh, because he heard me say not to respond unless it's regarding the kids and unless it's significant regarding something else. So he started working with me, and we managed to cause his wife to wonder if she really wanted to get a divorce. She kept pausing the proceedings, if you will. And then I didn't hear from him for 2 months. So I just assumed, oh, well, I guess they got back together. Well, I then heard from him and he said, I was sure we were going to get back together. She seemed so interested. Things were going well. And then I asked her if she wanted to get back together. And she was like, what? No. And that's the mistake. Because they are giving you indicators of interest, IOIs, as the pickup community calls it. So you're assuming that since they're giving you buying signals, that they're interested in getting back together, and they just don't want to say it for whatever reason. So you pull the trigger because you've gotten such a great response from them when you've been in contact with them, and you ask to get back together. And you get a big surprise. So I don't care how interested they seem. I don't care what their attachment style is. I don't care if they're a fearful avoidant and they're afraid of rejection. If they had the balls to break up with you, then they can use those same balls, even if they're a woman, to now say that they want to get back together. Otherwise, you risk being rejected again. And now you've shown your cards. They know that you are still interested, that you're very interested, and all that no contact you did goes down the drain. And if I still haven't convinced you not to ask your ex to get back together, then here's another client who did the same thing, the third client. So she actually broke up with him because she felt he was taking her for granted. And they were apart for several months, and she was hearing that he was asking about her. And then they were at the same event. He came up to her. He was saying, I missed you, blah, blah, blah. So, same mistake. She asked if he wanted to get back together, and he pulled back like, what? No, I don't know. I don't know. And again, she blew her cover, so to speak. All that no contact for nothing. And I had spoken with her before she was going to meet up with him or, see him at the event because we knew that he was going to be there. And she could have just texted me and said, he seems interested, should I? And of course, she didn't. She just thought, oh, he's interested, so I'm going to ask. and of course, shot down again. And I know that when your ex is in front of you and they're telling you they miss you and they're looking into your eyes and you're looking into their eyes and all those wonderful memories come flooding back, and you're going to be tempted to do it. And you're not going to be able to help yourself. It's like there's a tempting dessert right in front of you, and all you have to do is pick up the spoon and you can have a taste of that delicious dessert. And I'm telling you, don't do it. Don't do it. Hear my words in your head when you're about to open your mouth and say, "Want to get back together?" Not with that voice. Because the dessert might look tasty, but you don't know what it's actually made of. And it may actually end up hurting you. So when your ex is in front of you and you've been in no contact, and now you're in contact and they seem to be oh so interested, do not ask them to get back together no matter what. They need to pull the trigger. Otherwise, you may risk, like my clients, being rejected again. It's not worth it. Now, just as a side note, I'm not saying that these clients will not get their exes back. I'm just saying you're delaying it by being the one to ask to get back together. Remember, they broke up with you. They need to put this thing back together. You don't have to lift a finger. What did I say in my first video about no contact? How do you get your ex back? By doing nothing. Nothing, absolutely nothing. And that includes asking them to get back together if they appear to be super interested. Okay, I hope I've made my point. So now I want to hear from you. How long have you been in no contact and how is it going? And if you would like my help to get your ex back, you can contact me at theartoflove.net and we will send you the rates. They are not on the website. And I am available 7 days a week, 16 hours a day for my regular ongoing clients. And if you found this video helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. If you're listening to this as a podcast, please rate and review. And finally, remember, love inspires, empowers, uplifts, and enlightens.